Have you ever believed that happiness was waiting somewhere far away? Maybe in a bigger house, more money, greater success, or a future that hasn't arrived yet? What if the thing you're chasing is keeping you from seeing the happiness you already have? Today's story is about a fox who learned that lesson too late. Deep inside a vast forest lived a fox named Rowan. He wasn't the strongest animal in the woods, nor the fastest, but he was content. He lived in a comfortable den beneath an ancient oak tree. Every evening his mate and cubs greeted him with excitement when he returned home. He had good friends who shared meals, adventures, and stories around moonlit clearings. Life was simple. Life was peaceful. And for many years, that was enough. Then one morning, everything changed. The sun had barely risen when Rowan stepped outside his den. Golden light stretched across the forest floor. As he walked through the grass, he noticed a dark shape moving ahead of him. He stopped. The shape stopped. He moved again. The shape moved too. Rowan had never paid attention to such a thing before. But that morning, it seemed different. The dark figure looked mysterious and magical. What could that be, he wondered. The more he looked at it, the more curious he became. Soon curiosity turned into obsession. A strange thought entered his mind. What if that dark figure knows the secret to perfect happiness? The idea sounded foolish, yet he couldn't stop thinking about it. If he could catch it, perhaps all his worries would disappear forever. Without realizing it, Rowan had taken the first step toward a dangerous mistake. He began following the shape. At first it seemed harmless. He walked through a meadow. The shape stayed ahead. He crossed a small stream. The shape crossed too. He climbed a hill. The shape climbed with him. No matter what he did, it remained just beyond reach. Instead of giving up, Rowan became more determined. Day after day, he chased it. His family expected him home each evening, but he returned later and later. Eventually, some nights he didn't return at all. His cubs waited near the entrance of a den. His mate watched the forest path, hoping to see him appear. But Rowan's thoughts were elsewhere. He was convinced happiness was waiting ahead. He only needed to catch it. Weeks passed. The chase continued. The forest changed around him. Spring flowers bloomed and faded. Birds built nests and raised their young. Streams swelled with rain and later became calm again. Yet Rowan noticed none of it. Every morning he woke with the same goal: catch the mysterious shadow. Other animals questioned him. A wise deer asked, "Why do you run so much?" "I'm searching for happiness," Rowan replied. The deer smiled gently. Happiness isn't something you hunt. But Rowan ignored the advice. An old owl told him, "Sometimes what you seek is already yours." Again, Rowan ignored the warning. The shadow remained his only focus. Months went by. The fox who once looked healthy and strong now appeared exhausted. His fur became dull. His body grew thin. His eyes lost their brightness. Still, he refused to stop. Every day, he believed he was getting closer. Every day, he was wrong. One afternoon, Rowan climbed a steep mountain. The journey was difficult. Sharp rocks cut his paws. Cold winds pushed against him. Several times, he nearly fell. Yet when he reached the summit, the shadow was still there, waiting, mocking him, remaining just beyond reach. For the first time, frustration filled his heart. He shouted at the shadow, "Why won't you let me catch you?" The shadow gave no answer. It simply moved when he moved, turned when he turned, followed every step. But Rowan was too blinded by desire to understand what that meant. As another season passed, he became weaker than ever before. He rarely ate. He rarely rested. The dream of future happiness had stolen his present happiness. One evening, as the sky turned orange and gold, Rowan found himself standing near the edge of a cliff overlooking the forest. The view was beautiful. Once, he would have stopped to admire it. Now he only saw the shadow. For the first time in many months, it appeared completely still. His heart raced. "This is it," he whispered. "This is my chance." With every remaining bit of strength, Rowan leaped forward. He landed exactly where the shadow lay. Finally, after all this time, he had caught it, or so he thought. Confused, he looked down. There was nothing there. Only dirt, only stone, only silence. Then slowly he noticed something. The sun was setting behind him. A realization struck him like lightning. The dark figure he had chased across fields, rivers, mountains, and valleys was not a magical creature. It was not the source of happiness. It was not a treasure. It was his own shadow. The truth shattered him. All those months, all that sacrifice, all that pain, he had been chasing an illusion. The happiness he wanted had never been hidden inside a shadow. It had existed in his home, his family, his friends, his simple life, the things he once took for granted. Filled with regret, Rowan turned and ran home. For the first time in months, he wasn't chasing anything. He was trying to return to what mattered. The journey felt longer than ever. Fear filled his heart. What if it was too late? When he finally reached the old oak tree, his worst fears became reality. The den was empty. Dry leaves covered the entrance. Spider webs stretched across the doorway. No voices came from inside. No cubs rushed out to greet him. No family waited for his return. He called their names. Only silence answered. His mate had moved away. His cubs had grown without him. His friends had built new lives. The home he abandoned no longer existed. Rowan sat alone beneath the tree. Night slowly covered the forest. For the first time, he truly understood. The shadow had promised everything, but it had given him nothing. The life he left behind had seemed ordinary, yet it had been the greatest treasure he ever possessed. And now it was gone. Moral of the story. Many people spend years chasing future happiness. They tell themselves, I'll be happy when I have more money. I'll be happy when I'm successful. I'll be happy when life becomes perfect. But happiness isn't waiting at the end of the road. It's often found in the people who love us, the moments we share, and the blessings already surrounding us. Don't spend your life chasing shadows. Appreciate what you have today, because one day, the things you take for granted may become the things you miss the most. If you enjoyed this story, leave a comment and tell us what lesson touched your heart the most. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories and powerful life lessons. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of the people you love, cherish the moments you have, and remember, sometimes the happiness you're searching for is already right beside you.